authors, did you know that your Instagram stories can now get comments on them that are shown on screen to anybody that sees that story? This is really good for you to focus on as an author, really good for helping your marketing, and is something we should be paying attention to and leveraging as authors. So let me back up a little bit. There is a full tutorial over on my main channel, youtube.com/KMRobinson. I will link it down below for you so you know what is really up with this. But the gist of this is that if you follow somebody, they are going to be able to leave comments on your stories. This is not a DM to you. This is a comment, just like a comment on your reel, just like a comment on your photo or your album, except it lives on your Instagram stories, and it kind of lives down near the bottom of it. So if somebody comes into my story that I just posted, they are going to be able to leave a comment, and then anybody who sees that story can see it. Now, generally speaking, the only people who can leave those comments are people that you follow, because Instagram says, oh, you know them, you trust them, it's fine. There is a way to toggle it on so anybody can leave a comment. That is in the other video, again, linked down below. So check that one out if you need that. And this is going to be a really good place for you to then ask questions and get people to leave responses. Most people don't know this exists yet, and you may not have the functionality yet. Not everybody has it. It takes months for these things to roll out. So even if you're looking at this video like a year from now and you say, I still don't have it, don't panic. That is completely normal. And so if you have access to this, you are going to be able to toggle on just your friends, the people that you know, or everybody has access to this. And then they live in the stories. It's not really something you can mess with too much. It's just going to kind of auto-populate down at the bottom. People can scroll through them and look at it just like they could on any other piece of content that you put out on Instagram. And this is where you're going to start encouraging your super fans to leave comments, because stories is a great place for conversations. So you want to be able to see that you have that social proof. Yes, people are watching, but people are also engaging. Stories is really nice for us as creators because we get a lot of analytics, and that's where most people spend their time on Instagram, in stories and in DMs. And so we get a lot of information, but people don't know who else is there. So they don't know, do you have like one person watching your stories? Do you have 30 people watching your stories? Do you have 17 million people watching your stories? They don't know. They don't have any social proof. So there is kind of this beauty to them being able to make their own decision, but there's also a lot of beauty to having that social proof. So comments means, oh, other people are watching and liking and engaging. There's thoughtful conversation there. So this is a good place for you to encourage your superfans to leave a comment, to leave a reaction or some kind of opinion that you are asking in the questions in your story. So don't just expect them to be like, you're so cool. They're not going to do that. Get in your stories and leave a conversation. Leave something where they can then respond to it with an opinion, with a thought, with an answer, with whatever, and allow them to have those commentary. Now, those, of course, will disappear as your stories disappear. It is meant to be in the moment conversation, 24-hour cycle here. So you got to be intelligent about the questions and commentary that you are guiding in your stories, but you can get a lot of valuable information and get a lot of social proof from those comments. I do recommend you take screenshots if it's something that you're going to want to crop out and use in another video later on, because again, they're going to disappear, but having those comments there, really helpful for authors. So, you know, post a picture of your book and say, who is your favorite character from this book and why? Or did you like this villain? Why or why not? Ask questions, especially related to your books, and then leverage that later on. Again, make sure you check out the full video on how to use our Instagram story comments, how you can be changing those buttons. That is linked down below, but drop your questions on social media. I've been teaching you on social media for many years and author social media for even longer than that. So now is the time to drop those questions, and we'll see you in tomorrow's episode as we continue to help you navigate the world of marketing as an author to make this your most profitable year ever with the least amount of stress on you.